Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Tristan, the digital storyteller, and I'm super excited to be with you once again for another episode of Syndicate, where we'll be talking about my camera rig for 2021. Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Woo! So as you can see, I am super excited about talking about my camera rig setup for 2021. Now, I am not a guy that has a $90,000 camera rig. I don't necessarily believe that you need to have a super expensive camera rig in order to be a great DP, a great cinematographer, a great creative in general. I think you just need to have the right camera, know how to expose, know how to light, and then have the right accessories to do the job correctly. Like my dad would say, Tristan, you just need to have the right, if you buy and invest in the right equipment, you can do any job you need to do. So that's what I do. I invest in the right equipment, follow my dad's instructions, and do the job in the right and correct way. We're gonna break down things into a few different areas. First, we're gonna talk about power options. We are going to jump into rig settings. We're gonna jump into cages, grip options, follow focuses, viewfinder and monitor options. We're also going to look at media options. And lastly, we're going to talk about matte boxes and base plates. So for those of you that don't know, I am using a Z camera. This is a Z camera rig setup. I decided to pick up a Z camera S6 and actually M4 last year, last summer actually, almost around this time, because I found that it was a great bang for my buck and it did a lot of things well, and it was very modular in its options and in its setup. So I decided to go with that. So all of these accessories are going to be mostly geared towards that camera kit. Now, the first thing that we're going to talk about is power options. Now, power options, there are a lot of different power options that you can use with the Z-Cam. I have right now the Indie Pro 98 batteries, micro batteries, and these are really, really great for a few different reasons, because obviously they're not super huge. They're pretty lightweight, pretty easy to travel with, and I can actually bring this on the plane with me as a carry-on, and it will pass with flying colors. It's great to travel with, and it gives me hours and hours and hours of battery life. This accessory here is the Tilta battery accessory, so V-mount battery accessory, and it basically looks like the front of these NP batteries, Sony batteries, and then the back part is actually a V-mount. So you click that on, and then it securely locks, and then the V-mount now charges or powers the actual Z-Cam. Now, the only problem that I found with this, to be honest with you, is you have to have a really lightweight V-mount battery, because I mean, even this, which I thought was pretty lightweight, is causing me problems. And as you can see with the B-roll that I'm showing you here, when I click this on, it's actually bent the prongs, the contact prongs on the back of the Z-Cam. I actually don't use the V-mount anymore right now. I'm actually working on getting another back that will actually extend out the Z-Cam a little bit more and give more stability to the back of it, and then I'll plug in a cable, connect my V-mount onto that additional back, and then I'll plug in my V-mount directly into a power cable onto the Z-Cam. So for now, I actually just use the NP batteries, the Sony NP batteries, and call it a day that way. Now, the cage that I'm using for the Z-Cam is the small rig cage, which is about, I believe it's about $100. It is solid aluminum, and it's designed and crafted amazingly. Every hole, every mounting point is really strong. Every part of the structure is designed in a way for you to still have access to all of the buttons, because there are many buttons on the Z-Cam. Actually a revolver mounting point for the actual clutch grip arm, which is really, really good. The fact that you don't have to add another sort of RE revolver adapter, it's actually built into the frame. So next up, let's talk about the monitor. So the monitor that I'm using is the Atomos Shinobi. The Shinobi is basically just a monitor. There's no recording functionality with it. But the thing I love about it is that it's lightweight, it's high resolution, it just works. I love the screen responsiveness when it comes to the touch screen capabilities. The fact that it takes, you know, these cheaper Sony NP batteries is really, really nice as well. And again, it just works really well. The size of it is great. Having it at 5 inches is more than enough for what I need to do with it. And I just enjoy it quite a bit. The next thing we're gonna talk about is the handle grip. This is a nice little grip that I purchased from Small Rig, and it attaches just by using this little mounting ledge. And all you do is you can attach the actual screen onto here. So if I go like this, let me see if I can get this here. There we go. And then I'll just start spinning it. Now I can either hold this as like a monitor, like a director's monitor, or I can now put this back on the ledge, and voila. And I can use it to lift up the camera, you know, hold it, bring it up this way, left, right. I can hold it with one hand. There's a lot of different things I can do with it because this handle's super sturdy. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your boy Tristan Barrocks here, the digital storyteller, and I'd just like to let you know about the sponsor of this video, which is Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound is an amazing royalty-free music platform that has every type of genre of music that you can think of. If you're into top 40s music, if you're into jazz, hip-hop, reggaeton, salsa, merengue, Afrobeats, country, and everything in between, then this is definitely the platform you should check out. And the best thing about Epidemic Sound is that they have a 30-day free trial that you can try out the music, see if you like the platform, and see if it's something that helps you create videos on a higher, deeper, elevated level. And if you're excited and you want to sign up right now or get more information, check out the link below in the description area. Now let's talk a little bit about this grip I have here. Now the grip I have on here, the revolver. Now the revolver was designed not by Zcam themselves, but by a third party. The link will be in the description there below. And this actually gives me the same sort of grip options. So, you know, aperture, ISO, shutter speed, changing adjustments that you would get on any sort of Sony camera or any sort of Panasonic or Canon camera. This is a joy to use. I love this particular accessory. It is pretty expensive. It's like 400 bucks Canadian, but if you have a Zcam, you really need to have this. This particular follow focus was actually purchased a long time ago. I'm gonna take it off here just so you can see it a little bit better. And it's a aluminum follow focus. As you can see, it's pretty darn large. But the thing I like about this one is that it's super smooth, and it works really, really well. There's no real spacing or lag within the actual focus itself. I can also take off this marking ring, which is really, really nice for those of you that are real professional follow focusers, focus pullers. And I like this because, again, the solid sort of nature of it is made all out of aluminum. It's a little bit heavier than some of the plastic ones or some of the smaller nano ones like by Tilta, but I really, really love how it performs and what it can do in terms of being able to give me that tactile sort of feel. The Tilta matte box here. Listen, let me tell you something. If you don't have a matte box, you really don't have a life as a cinematographer. You need a matte box. Matte boxes are super important. This one's really lightweight. It's only about $200, I think, maybe $140. It's really inexpensive. It's very well built. The only thing I don't like about it, to be honest with you, is I really don't like the way that the filters go in. They just have there's a little knob. I don't know, there's a little notch there if you can see that is holding the filters in. Actually, the first time I was using it, the filters dropped out. So that wasn't cool. But outside of that, it's been really, really stellar. You have a latch up at the top here, right? You have a latch up at the top, and then you also have a tightening latch at the side here. And then it also comes with multiple adapters so that you can actually affix it to any sort of lens that you want to affix it to. Right now I have it connected to the SLR Magic APO micro primes. So this is the micro primes here that I'm using. They're really, really dope. Amazing image quality, as you can see in some of the B-roll here. And I like that they're pretty lightweight in comparison to actually having full cinema level glass. You know, that would be, you know, 2 times, 3 times the size of anything that I could use. And because I do a lot of handheld work, I just didn't want to have to deal with a lot of weight. So I'm trying to keep the weight down as much as possible. So the next thing we're going to talk about is media. So I use the, what is this? Computer Bay media. This is like the cheapest CF cards you can get, but I also use the Angel Bird cards as well. And to be honest with you, in terms of performance, these are just as good as the Angel Birds. I'm just telling you the truth. These guys right here are just as good as the Angel Birds. I really like them. And I would say if you can save, let's say, you know, $150 or $200 or $100 or whatever else, I would say check these out first. And these are all the components. I'm gonna put them all together that kind of make up my camera rig for 2021. The main thing to remember about building your rig, your cinema rig, your camera rig, is to pick items and accessories that will help you do the job easier, will help you make and create things in an easier capacity. It's not about just cool stuff. It's, you know, everything I have that's a part of this rig is a part of the rig for a specific reason, you know, whether it's the follow focus, the V mount, the matte box, whatever it is. And I would just encourage you, as you're thinking about building your rig or rejigging your rig, think about being purposeful with every single piece of your kit. And that's it. I hope that you learned something. I hope you laughed out loud. I hope you had fun watching this video. And if you have any questions, comment below. Please give me a like, a thumbs up, because that helps spread the message about the content that I'm creating, as well as subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm creating. And until the next time, stay creative, stay positive, and stay blessed. Peace!